Dan, what time are you coming home today?
Around 7. How about you, Angie?
I think I'll be home by noon. I'll directly go home after my meeting with my client. I'll prepare some dinner when I get home.
Thanks, I'm looking forward to it.
Talking with you like this really makes me feel that we got married. We were really busy unpacking yesterday. It was a pretty hectic day.
Yeah, we even ate our lunch using boxes as a table.
Yeah, the furniture didn't arrive in time. But I think we really made a wise choice about the furniture. Our room is so beautiful.
Yep, it reflects our preferences and personality perfectly. Thanks for organizing everything, Angie.
I wanted a room where we can relax because we spend most of our time there. Let's make many memories at our new home.
Yeah, Angie, I have something I want to talk about with you.
What's wrong?
Now that we're married, there's some things I don't want you to do.
Things you don't want me to do? Did I do something wrong?
It's not like you did anything wrong. It's my opinion as your husband. I don't think you have to put on makeup every day.
Huh? Makeup? Like foundation and eyeshadow?
Yeah.
Dan, what are you saying? It's a normal thing. Everyone does it. I can't go out without makeup, Dan.
But it's not required by law.
Well, yeah. For me, makeup is a way to look good and give a good impression.
What? Did your company ask you to do so?
It's not a requirement. But makeup helps me leave a good impression on my clients. It helps me with my job, so I choose to put makeup on.
But you don't work in sales. You don't meet so many clients.
I do meet my colleagues and clients every day. I want to look nice in my office. I need to put makeup on, Dan. I can't go to work with my bare face.
Then do guys at your office wear any makeup?
I'm not sure if my colleagues do. But I guess the new employees do. It's not rare for men to also wear makeup nowadays.
They wear it for fashion.
Hey, Dan, why are you asking me to stop wearing makeup all of a sudden?
I'm just worried. I feel like your makeup to attract attention from guys.
Huh? That's definitely not the reason.
Then why did you put on makeup on the day you went on a date with me?
Well, I wanted to look as pretty as possible.
See? You wear makeup to look nice.
But I wear makeup mainly for myself. I want to look like my ideal self. What I want to say is, I don't wear makeup for guys.
I can't accept that answer.
Then what am I supposed to say?
Are you dissatisfied with our marriage? I thought you wanted to marry me.
Of course I wanted to marry you, and I'm really happy right now. But I think it's a different story.
How is it different?
Sorry, Dan. I have to go back to work. My lunch break is ending soon. Can we talk about this when I get home?
Okay. I have more to say, too. Let's talk about it in person tonight. Angie, are you home? It's been 3 hours since you left for your parents' house.
It takes me some time to get there. And Mom invited me to have dinner with them tonight.
Huh? You're still at your parents' house?
I thought you also went out today.
I was planning to go home by dinner. It's only been a month since we got married, but you're not preparing dinner for your beloved husband?
It's just for today. I'm cooking for you almost every day.
You're my wife, Angie. You should cook for your husband every day. Isn't that normal?
Hey, Dan. We both have a job. Didn't we agree to do housework together?
I'm in charge of taking the trash out.
There's more to housework. And about my job.
You finally decided to quit your job?
No. I'm sorry, but I haven't been able to make my decision yet.
It's already been a week since we talked about this, and I'm pleading you. Why can't you make the decision?
It's a hard decision to make. You suddenly ask me to quit my job. And the reason why you want me to quit is because there are male workers.
Yeah, it's dangerous to work with guys.
How is it dangerous?
Affairs happen most of people working at the same workplace. I'm worried about you, Angie.
I will never cheat on you. You don't believe me?
You're easily influenced by others. I have to make sure you're safe.
Hey Dan, what's gotten into you since we got married? First you asked me to stop wearing makeup, then you forbid me from wearing skirts, and now you're telling me to quit my job? Aren't you being a bit too sensitive?
You're the sensitive one. Why can't you just listen to your husband? If you're my wife, do what I said. If you continue to refuse, you're getting divorced.
Divorce?
Yeah, I don't want a wife who doesn't follow my orders. But I bet you don't want a divorce. You just got married. You'll be too embarrassed to tell your parents and colleagues that you already got divorced.
Hey, are you serious?
It's your fault. You keep on doing things I told you not to. You try to attract guys' attention by wearing makeup and skirts. Are you still trying to seduce guys?
No, I never thought so. Okay, Dan, I made my decision. I'm gonna stop wearing makeup and skirts, but I won't quit my job.
Oh, really? I guess you have a lover at your office. You must have a specific reason why you don't want to quit your job.
Why would you think like that? I just like my job. It's what I always dreamed to do.
I'm not asking you to stop working. I'm just asking you to work at an office that doesn't have any male workers.
Dan, please. Can you be more considerate of me?
I'm asking you to do these things for you. You don't understand my feelings at all. Come home early. You have to change for the better. I'll have to forbid you from going out until you understand your role and responsibility as my wife.
Dan, why are you being so selfish? Did you call my boss this morning to tell him that I'll be quitting my job?
Yeah, I did. So what?
Dan, I told you I didn't want to quit my job. I've been trying to accept your request. I don't wear makeup. I never wear skirts anymore. And I don't go out on weekends.
You just stopped wearing makeup and skirts because I dumped them into the bin.
But I'm still doing what you told me. And I've allowed you to check my phone every day when I come back from work. I'm doing my best. Don't be so selfish, Dan.
You're married now, Angie. You don't have to work. Why are you so obsessed with your job? I have no idea why. I guess you're hiding something from me.
No!
Then just quit your job.
I like to work with my colleagues, my boss, and my clients. I like my job. It was my dream to get this job. There's so much more I can do now compared to when I was a new employee. I enjoy doing my job. So I don't want to quit.
I thought it was your dream to be my wife.
That's a different story. Dan, listen. I married you because I loved your kind personality. You never asked me to quit my job when we were dating. You also never said anything about my appearance. What's gotten into you, Dan?
I never said anything because we weren't married yet.
Huh?
We were still strangers when we were dating each other. But now that you're married, you're officially my wife. I have the right to say anything I want.
That doesn't make sense. Being your wife doesn't mean I'm your possession.
I don't think you're my possession. I'm not trying to objectify you, but I think you should listen to what I have to say as my wife. If you act like my wife, I have nothing to say.
Then you should have married someone else. Someone who never wears makeup nor skirts. Someone who is willing to quit their job after marriage. You should have told me your requirements before we get married.
Why should I? I don't want to marry someone I don't love. I fell in love with you, Angie.
You keep on telling me all my responsibilities and role as your wife. But how about you, Dan? You also work with women. You also wear hair wax and perfume. Would you stop wearing them if I asked you to? Will you be willing to work at a company without women?
Angie, you really have no idea. I don't have to do that. I'm a guy and your husband.
Huh?
Why would I have to listen to my wife? You're misunderstanding. And there's nothing to worry about because I would never cheat on you.
Okay, I get it.
I'm glad to hear that. You finally understood what I said.
Yeah, thanks. I completely understand what you said. I'll stop doing everything.
That's great, Angie. The only thing you should do is to devote yourself to your husband. I hope you can be the best wife for me. Hey, Angie, where are you?
I'm working. I told you it was my last day.
Stop lying to me.
Huh?
You want to hang out with a guy. I saw it with my own eyes. You were walking with a guy I didn't recognize with a big smile on your face.
Oh, you saw that?
You think that's acceptable behavior? How can you hang out with a guy without telling me? I'm gonna make you regret this. I don't think I can keep my calm today.
Well, I'm not going home tonight.
Huh? You're not coming home?
I told you it was my last day.
I thought it was your last day at work. You're gonna quit your job today.
No, it's my last day as your wife. So I decided to leave the house. I'm having my things carried out now. And the guy you saw me with, he's the lawyer I hired for our divorce.
Huh? What do you think you're doing? I would never accept our divorce.
You were the one who told me to get a divorce if I wasn't able to follow your orders. I made my decision. I can't live as your wife.
It's only been a month or so since we got married. People will laugh at you if they heard you got divorced this fast. Your parents would feel upset too.
But I can't bear living with you any longer.
You're insane. I'm never getting divorced. Come home right now.
I'm telling you that I'll never go back home. And I think you're the one who doesn't want to be laughed at. You love to put a good front. People will definitely gossip about our divorce.
If you're gonna divorce me, I'm gonna spread the rumor that you cheated on me.
I don't mind. If I can get a divorce, I would do anything. I don't care how your friends and colleagues think about me.
Angie, what's gotten into you? I thought you wanted to make many fun memories with me. I was being strict because I wanted you to become a good wife.
You're insane, Dan. Are you trying to make me stay? You never wanted a good wife. You just wanted an obedient wife who would follow all your orders. I can't be what you want me to be.
Angie! You can wear makeup from now on. You can also wear skirts. You don't have to quit your job.
It's too late. I can't trust you anymore.
I was just genuinely worried. I thought someone would take you away from me, Angie.
It was too much for me. I don't think your actions were out of worry. You believed that your wife would obey all your orders once you got married. You're so old-fashioned to think that men can do whatever they want while women should not.
Wives are supposed to devote themselves to their husband, if their happiness is to do so. But you're always trying to look good to seduce other guys. You never listen to what I asked you to do. You're crazy. It doesn't make any sense at all. All women dream to get married. Only marriage can bring them happiness. I thought that was why you married me.
Ugh, you're disgusting. Your ideas creep me out. Stop pushing your own ideals on me. You were kind to me when we were dating because you thought I would escape once I got to know your real personality. You suddenly changed your attitude after getting married because you knew I wouldn't be able to get a divorce so easily. I can't stay with someone who wants to control me.
Angie, I'm so sorry. I'll go back to being my kind self. Let's get back together, okay?
I don't want to. I no longer love you, Dan.
How can you stop loving me in such a short period of time? I thought you loved me. Remember our wedding vows?
I loved you so much at one point, but your actions ruined everything. You're to be blamed for changing me in such a short period of time.
I'm sorry, Angie. Let me apologize. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I can't bear it anymore. Find a new wife who would devote herself to you. I will find my own happiness in my life. If you want an obedient wife, how about you marry a doll? We had several discussions about our divorce with our lawyer, but it was impossible to have a proper conversation with Dan. He kept crying all the time, and we eventually ended up having a divorce mediation. Nevertheless, I guess he was too shocked to participate. Thanks to his absence, my requests were accepted, and I was able to get a divorce earlier than planned. I was lucky that we didn't have to discuss much about our property, because we were only married for a short period of time. I'm happy that the process went relatively smoothly. Dan threatened me to spread the rumor that I cheated on him after we got a divorce, but I am ready to fight back. Even if he tried spreading the rumor, I'm confident that no one would believe him. His parents seemed surprised about our sudden divorce, but they understood why after I showed them our conversations and the audio recordings about what my husband told me. His father seemed frustrated when I showed them the footage, so I guess his father had similar ideas as him. Maybe Dan was a victim of his father's influence, but I'm not gonna endure it. I am happy from the bottom of my heart to be able to get a divorce. But I felt a bit awkward at first after my divorce. My boss told me he'll be counting on me at work. I want to try my best because it was always my dream. We tend to listen to everything our loved ones tell us to do because we love them and want to please them. But we should also value our own feelings, and they should also respect us. Thanks to my past self, I am here now doing what I always dreamed to do. I don't know about my future, but I live a free life and do whatever I want for now.
Katie, are you at the market now?
Yes, I just parked my car. Is everything okay? Do you need something from the store?
I just got a call from my daughter. She told me she is pregnant.
Bethany? Really? Congratulations!
I'm so excited. She has done such a good job. So we have to celebrate tonight. It's too bad she's not close to celebrate together. But I want to take pictures and send them her way.
Alright then, shall we get some steak? Or did you have something specific in mind? A special recipe of yours, perhaps?
You're the one cooking. I'm too busy dealing with my stuff. So, whatever you prefer is fine.
Okay.
Too bad she beat you, Katie.
Are you referring to her getting pregnant before me?
Duh. It's been, like 3 years since you've gotten married to Roy? Are you spending enough time with him?
I'm sure it'll happen when the time is right for us. Please hang tight.
I have been for 3 years now. What is wrong with you? I don't understand why you won't get pregnant. I agreed for you to live with me so that you can continue to work from home. You should have more time compared to couples who work full-time.
And I do most of the housework.
Who do you think took out the trash this morning?
You. But I do all the cooking, cleaning, and washing every day.
Here we go again. I let you live in my house for free, for God's sake. You have to pay me back somehow, don't you?
I believe it's the other way around. You asked us to live with you.
Don't talk back to me. Who do you think you are? Maybe Roy doesn't want to have a baby with you because you are like that. You're probably stressing him out.
My relationship with your son is fine.
Well, I hope that's true. Anyway, you're not getting any younger. You should be trying harder to get pregnant. You will reach menopause before you know it.
I will keep that in mind.
You better. Although I might not be as happy about your baby now that my own daughter is having one.
Anne, you don't have to be so mean. You're hurting my feelings.
You should lose your attitude then. Have some respect for your mother-in-law, perhaps. Anyway, go get steak or whatever. You are to begin cooking as soon as you come home. Katie, what kind of crib do you think I should get Bethany? Rectangle? Oval?
Are you sending her one?
No, she's coming back here after the baby arrives.
Is that so?
Yes, we just decided on it on the phone. So I'm getting a crib for here.
You can rent one these days. How long will she be here for? She's only coming to get help from you for the first couple of weeks, right?
What do you mean, only a couple of weeks? You want my daughter to use a crib other people have contaminated just because she is using it for a short time? Ha! How cheap of you!
That's not what I meant.
You really don't get anything about raising a child, do you? Mothers become very sensitive about the smallest things when they have a baby, especially about items the baby might touch. I want my daughter to be comfortable with everything I prepare for them. So there will be no secondhand items in this house.
I understand.
One more thing. I need you to empty the room you use as your office.
But you have kept Bethany's room?
Yes, but she will need more space for the baby. I want her to have your room so that they get more light. Besides, that room was originally the best guest room in the house. It only became your office because Roy insisted on it. I never wanted it to be your office.
All right then, I will clean out the room.
Please do. It was greedy of you to use up so much space in the first place. I don't want you to use that room again, even after Bethany leaves. You don't even need an office. All you do is click, click, click.
I prefer to have a room so I can concentrate on work.
I said, don't be so greedy. My late husband would be so sad to see the house occupied with your stuff. So much furniture and appliances that I don't know what you use for. He wouldn't recognize his own home. It's so uncomfortable.
I brought in all my furniture here because you asked me to. Because you thought mine were nicer and new, remember?
Did I? I must have been trying to be nice to you. I should have been, though. I never imagined you'd have such a bad attitude towards me.
I have done as much as possible to fulfill your needs.
When did you ever? You're always locked up in your office pretending to work all day. I bet your job isn't even that important.
I work, but also get the housework done.
There are plenty of things I would ask you to do if you didn't lock yourself up. I just don't, because I am being nice. See, you don't even realize what I do for you.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. You should be apologizing to me. When Bethany is here, you ought to be more attentive. You might not get it, but being pregnant is very stressful.
I understand.
Do you really? You're giving me a headache. You probably won't be much help to her since you know nothing about taking care of babies. At least try to stay out of her way.
Hi, Anne. Sorry I'm late. My meeting took longer than I expected. I'm heading home now. I will prepare dinner as soon as I get back.
No need. I'm ordering in.
Sorry I couldn't cook tonight.
Katie, in case you have forgotten, I have allowed you to keep your job because you said you are working from home. You never said anything about having meetings out in the city.
This was irregular. My client wanted to have this important meeting face to face.
I don't care what your client says. If you ever do it again, you will have to quit your job.
I don't think it will happen again.
You think? I have a strict routine to start dinner at 6:30 p.m. You have ruined my cycle.
Sorry.
I think I should just ask you to leave. You'd only be a nuisance to me and Bethany. Will you not come home and leave us alone for a while?
Huh? What do you mean?
I said, I'm kicking you out. Get it? You won't be any use. Rather, you just add more stress.
Oh, well, are you sure?
What? You make it sound as if I need you. I prefer you gone. I would have 0 issues.
Okay then. Don't come asking for help later. I will not feel sorry for you.
Your help. What can you do? I asked you to do all the chores so that you can improve your low housekeeping skills. I can manage everything without you.
Great then. Just to clarify, you don't need me, correct?
How many times do I have to tell you to understand? I said I don't. You only annoy me.
I will leave before Bethany comes back then.
Please do. I'm so relieved I can spend quality time with my daughter and the baby. No more stranger in the house. Woohoo! Katie, my house. What is going on?
Oh, hi. You're back?
What is happening? Why is all of my furniture gone?
I told you I was moving out today. Have you forgotten?
Of course not. But why is the entire house empty? How am I supposed to live without any furniture or appliances?
I bought most of it, remember? I'm sure I'm entitled to move it out with me. Is there any reason why I should leave my belongings with you?
I live here. And I only meant for you to leave while Bethany is here. I never told you to get out for good.
Oh, you didn't? You said you didn't need me at all. So I figured we were not living together anymore.
Oh, you understood wrong then.
But you said I was a nuisance, and that I would be no use to you or Bethany.
I was only referring to the next couple of weeks while she's here.
You know, I lived there. It's quite sick to kick someone out of their home, don't you think? Where did you expect me to go during those few weeks?
You could have stayed at a hotel or visited your parents or something. There are plenty of options.
For what, though? You gave me a really hard time living with you. I've been putting up with your crap this whole time. Yet, you have absolutely no respect towards me. First of all, I only moved in with you because you begged. You got Roy to feel sorry for you, saying you were so lonely since your husband passed.
Yes, but you're changing the subject, Katie.
No, I'm not. Roy and I said yes to living with you because we cared for you. I never dreamt that you would be so horrible to me. I will not have any sympathy towards you, nor will I spend any further second tolerating your crap.
Bethany will be here soon. How am I going to take care of her and the baby in an empty house?
Oh, no worries. Roy called Bethany and explained the situation. She will not be staying with you.
What?
Because the stay will not be comfortable for them. Besides, she never wanted to come, did she? She said you begged her.
Anyone would want to spend time with their first grandchild, and she agreed that she would be able to rest if they stay with me.
No, that's what you said. She never wanted to travel with a newborn baby. And now she's very angry with you for how you've treated me.
I have never done anything wrong.
You bullied me all along. And now your own daughter says she is done with you. Because she can't stand the fact that you used her to kick me out. You will not be meeting your grandchild anytime soon.
No, it's the only thing I've been looking forward to for months.
I'd react the same if I were in Bethany's shoes. I would feel so embarrassed if my mother was bullying my sister-in-law.
I never bullied you. I was giving you advice as someone who has been a housewife for a very long time. You need to correct what you told Bethany.
I will not, because I disagree. You promised to split the housework when we moved in, but that turned out to be a lie. I handled all the chores anyway, yet you verbally abused me every single day. So when you asked me to leave, I thought, hooray!
Listen, Katie, I said those things because I only wanted you to become a better wife.
Well, thankfully, Roy says I am a good wife. So yeah, have fun living on your own. I will not be returning ever.
Katie, I am sorry. Please, come back.
Nope, we already found a new place to live.
Perhaps not right away. I was all wrong. You see, you were so nice to do what I always wanted you to do. So I depended on you a little too much.
Is that so? But no means no. Considering what you have done and said to me, I refuse to live with you. Never, ever.
I will do all of the housework if you come back. You won't have to worry about anything. You'll be able to concentrate on your work then, right?
Why? I thought you said you can manage everything without me.
I don't want to live here on my own. Besides, how am I supposed to live in a house without any furniture or appliances?
Just buy them. Decorate it as you wish, so that it becomes comfortable again. You didn't like how my things were occupying your house anyway. Now you can do whatever you want.
I didn't mean it.
Oh, so you just said it to hurt me? There must be something seriously wrong with you then.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I am deeply sorry for everything I have done.
It's too late, Anne. You're the one who kicked me out. All I did was listen to you. I thought you'd be happy since you won't have a stranger in the house anymore. Anne tried to reach me many times after our last conversation. I, of course, blocked her and deleted her from my smartphone. She contacted Roy, too, but he was too angry to let her make any excuses. He's been ignoring all her messages since then. Bethany is too furious about what happened and stopped talking to her mother. She had her baby recently, but Anne has not met her grandchild. I felt very sorry that Bethany and her baby were put in the middle of our fight. But to my surprise, Bethany was thankful that I told her what her mother had done to me. Bethany was already tired of her mother telling her what to do during pregnancy on the phone every day. So she was actually relieved that she didn't have to stay with Anne after the baby arrived. Anne, despite calling me a nuisance and all, was quite shocked that I moved out of the house with my husband. She has become a complete introvert and never leaves her house now. But I do not feel sorry for her. I never agreed to take the sandbag role so that Anne could relieve her stress. I will not be living with her ever again. I hope someday she understands that she brought everything upon herself and is able to repent her own actions. After 6 months since moving out, I found out I was pregnant with my first child. I think it took me a while to get pregnant because my body knew I was not in the right environment to get pregnant living with Anne. Right now, I'm glad I don't have to spend my maternity life around her. We're counting down the days to meet our baby, and grateful to be spending our time in pure happiness and peace.